upper and lower bounds. Hello, hello. This is what we're going to be doing today. Upper and lower bounds, it's a bit really like rounding a number but going backwards. Now I'll explain what I mean by that. If I've got 3 grams to the nearest gram, I've got to find out what the lowest number would be to round up to 3 grams and what the highest number would be to round down to 3 grams. So my 3 grams will be in the middle here, so I'll put my 3 in the middle here. So I've got to do it to the nearest gram, so the nearest 1 gram. So the number going down would be 2.5, because 2.5 would be the smallest possible number that would round up to 3. Now, in the same way, 3.5 will actually round up to 4, but it would be the other end of the limit of where it would be the first number that would round up to 4, so it would be the first number there, that would be our upper bound. So between 2.5 would be our lower bound, 3.5 would be our upper bound, and if you notice the gap between the 2.5 and the 3.5 is in fact 1. So let's recap this a little bit here. 3 is a number that will go in the centre, the one we're interested in. Nearest gram, put a 1 in there. And then we've got to work out these distances between. And if you can see, that 2.5 and 3.5 are each half of 1, half either side, making a total interval of 1 either side of the 3. So let's have a look at another one. Supposing I had something like 1250 years to the nearest 10 years. So I'll put my 1250 in the middle. And this is the nearest 10 years. I've got my 10 in the middle box there. So half of 10 is 5, so my lower bound will be 5 away from 1250. So the lower bound will be 1245. And my upper bound, so I go 5 up, which is half of 10, will be 1255. So lower bound will be 1245 years, upper bound 1255 years. You see, if you look again, the difference between these two numbers is in fact the 10, so that's a check to make sure you've got it right. Where should we go now? Let's go here. So 43 miles to the nearest 2 miles. 43 in the middle here, half of 2 is 1, so I go 1 down to give me 42 as the lower bound, and 1 up to give me 44 as the upper bound. Again, 42 to 44 is 2, which is our check. 8,400 days to the nearest 100 days. So 8400 here. We're going to go 50 down, so 50 is the half of the 100. So that would be 8350 is the lower bound. And then upper bound, add 50, 8450. Again, check, difference between the two numbers is the 100. So lower bound, 8350. Upper bound 8450. Let's go over here. So 975,000 litres to the nearest 500 litres. So let's go down on my knees. So we're going to have 975,000. We've got to take 250 off this. Remember, half of the 500. So it's going to be 974,750. Is going to be the lower bound, and the upper bound we add the 250 on, so 975,250. Finally, let's do one with a decimal in it because we're feeling brave today. So 15.7 seconds to the nearest 0.1 second. So 15.7. So half of 0.1 is 0.05. So in other words, that's going to be 15.65. And adding 0.05 will be 15.75. And again, doing our check, the difference between these two numbers is 0.1. That's the gap. Okay, so there's an introduction to the skill of how we work out upper and lower bounds for any particular number.